What's going on, Mosh Pit Crew? Welcome to Geeking Out with the Metal Geek. I'm your host, the Metal Geek, and I just have one thing to say. Welcome to the Geek Pit. Now, let me introduce the guest. This guest they're not wrestlers, but they're a metal band. So let's give a Geeking Out welcome to our guest today, Exigent.
Oh,
Yo, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
What's going on?
Not
So,
much, bro.
man, it's been crazy, man. You guys got a release party coming up soon, right?
Yep.
Yes, May 20th at Shakers in Oakdale. What doors are at 6? Show up or you don't have a life.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're playing with Summon the Plague. Those are our boys. Mange, those are also our boys. Raid. I mean, basically they're all homies. So we're playing with Mange, Summon the Plague, Raid, Black Winter, Soul Debt, Sarcosuchus, and we're gonna have
some of the best local hardcore and metal bands you could see on the island. Period.
Yeah, we're gonna have vendors there too. We're gonna have my friend Mad Loud Network pull up, do some of his bud table over there. He'll have some flour for you. And I know our singer is also having a friend do a vendor. I believe it's some type of merch. I'm not too sure.
He sells T-shirts, DVDs. Actually, he even sells VHSs and stuff. He's got a whole bunch of cool shit.
Yeah, Shaker's Pub. If you guys are out in the area, it's May 20th, right? It's I believe in what'd you say, Oakdale or
Yep, Oakdale, May 20th.
May 20th, Oakdale, New York. It's going to be a rocking night for Exigent, man. It's such a stacked lineup, so you know.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be tremendous. And
so,
for anybody listening out there, we will be surprise dropping a brand new track.
All right. So yeah, that's just the motivation that people need just to buy a ticket just to go to this show right here. You know, a brand new track off the album, or so the album's being released, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, and this is this track is not on this album. It's going to be on a future album.
Oh wow, even better, man. You know?
Yeah, man. You're gonna get some of that new sticky icky.
It's really new. It's what it is really though is it's new for us. Like this set, we've kind of been playing. I mean, they've been playing it longer than me. I came in like about 3 years now, and we've been playing this set, which is the EP mostly, for about 2 years, and it's cool because we really took the time to really put it out properly and allow it to get the notoriety it deserves instead of just dropping just to drop and you're releasing to deaf ears and shit. So it's cool because the new track that Chris was talking about is cool because it's actually really new. It's new for us, and we're finally playing it live. And a lot of these songs on the EP kind of have been heard from people that are around us and come to our shows a lot. But yeah, it's gonna be cool, man. So it's like new music for everyone, and plus a really new track for everyone.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a whole lot of cool shit.
So how'd you guys get started as a band? To be honest,
I'll give you a quick abridged version. So, myself and our currently missing vocalist, he's attending to personal business tonight. So
okay.
But him and I linked up initially, and I'll just give you the fast version. We basically got together. We did not have my brother here, Joseph or Jay. We had another drummer and another bassist. We got a couple of songs wrote. We played like a couple of shows, like a garage show and a couple local shows, and basically we went through like a great deal of drama with those two members, and basically ended up nixing them. And then through luck and chance, we met Joe and Jay. Both of them, when they tried out for the band, just fit instantly. It was tremendous. It definitely boosted me and AJ up. That like, not only did we get new members fast, but we got better members fast. And we got together. We kind of learned the set. We were ready to play like our next show, and COVID hit, and it shut the world off, which was kind of a blessing in disguise. At first, it was like, fuck, we took all this time. We got ready. Jay worked his ass off to learn these drums tracks from scratch. Joe had to write basically all new bass lines because he's 10 times the bassist as the last guy. And we did all this work, got it ready, and then they shut the world off. But it actually worked out to our favor because for a year we didn't give up on it. We met every single week. We drilled it. We practiced it harder. And so when we debuted on the scene, we sounded like a band that's been doing this for a while because we technically were. We just weren't heard of. So it ended up playing to our favor when we showed up. I mean, our first show was legendary, man. It was unbelievable. It's like the first show any local band could have ever dreamed of, and then some.
Mm-hmm. So who have been some of you guys' inspirations to become a professional musician?
Pantera and Dimebag Darrell from Pantera is probably the main reason I play guitar today. But I love good metal. Lamb of God, All That Remains, Killswitch Engage, As I Lay Dying. I'm a big metalcore fan. So stuff in that genre, Diecast. I was into Wage War before they got a little iffy. Joe?
I mean, definitely Pantera as well is the reason I play guitar. Dimebag. I never played a bass until I joined this band. I just wanted to join the band so bad that I just decided to learn bass, and now I just love it. But yeah, Pantera, Crowbar, Down, all the southern metal bands, and then I was into acid rock and blues and all different stuff. But yeah.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I mainly through Linkin Park was probably the first artist that I really just latched got a hold of. So really them and but I really listen to a lot of shit. I try to stay away from, I listen to a lot of metal, but recently I try to stay away just for the writing process, so that way it doesn't inspire me too much, So I don't know. I stick to my R&B shit, a lot of Usher, Aaliyah, 90s shit, even Missy Elliott. That's not R&B, but whatever. A lot of Lil Wayne, 50, all that shit. But with metal, what made me really want to drum, I would say, probably Lamb of God and Suicide Silence. Those two bands.
Chris Adler, man.
Yeah, Chris Adler for sure.
God amongst men.
Yeah. I mean, you speak of Pantera. Are you guys excited that Pantera is making a comeback, or what's your overall? Oh man, at MetLife Stadium, right?
Yep.
Man, so what's your overall feelings of Pantera making a comeback? I mean, without Dimebag, it's going to be a little different.
I got mixed feelings. I know this is something that Vinnie Paul never wanted. And after everything went down, I have my own, or rather I should say had my own resentments towards Phil Anselmo. However, he's cleaned his act up. Anybody can make mistakes and you deserve a shot of redemption. So I've kind of let go of the resentments I had towards him. And when as a teenager, when Vinnie Paul, the drummer, was still alive, all of us would talk about, if they're going to do Pantera, it's got to be Zakk Wylde. It was Dimebag's best friend. He's the only one who could really do Dimebag's playing justice. And it's Zakk Wylde. And it's, I think it's the drummer from Anthrax, right?
Yeah.
And the drummer from Anthrax, who was also a very close friend of the band's. And I respect it. I've seen some of the videos of the tour that they're on now, and they sound tremendous. Phil is back. He sounds awesome. So for me, it's a once in a lifetime thing. You're never gonna see Dimebag and Vinnie Paul, but it's just as close as it's gonna get. There was no hesitation. Excuse me, no hesitation.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely saw it as a money grab when I first heard about it, but then I realized, you know what? Maybe it is really just a celebration of the Abbott brothers and two of the tastiest players in the fucking genre.
Yeah, without a doubt. I can't wait, bro.
I know.
I mean, are you guys going both nights or to see Five Finger?
No, because so it's obviously Metallica's headlining both nights, and the only band we're interested in seeing really is Pantera. I'm not a big fan of 5-flavored fruit punch.
Wait, yo, Lamb of God isn't on your date? I thought they were on that tour.
No, they're
No.
not.
Oh, fuck. That sucks.
Yeah, no Lamb of God on there. You know, it's only Five Finger Death Punch.
That would be
and Terror.
insane. Lamb of God, Pantera, Metallica. Jesus. It would have been $1,000 a ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Easy.
already almost $500, man.
Yeah. What got me into metal music? I absolutely loved Korn growing up. That was one of my favorite bands. And then I'm a new metal guy. So for me, I love Korn, Limp Bizkit, Disturbed. Those are like that 90s.
Saliva, that whole era.
That was the first like modern metal album I ever had was The Sickness.
Yeah. Yeah, that album, The Sickness, is great. I mean, Disturbed still kills it, you know?
Yeah, they really do, man. You know, they have their model. They pretty much stick to it, and they're really freaking good at it.
Did you hear the last song when they did the cover? Or
oh, yeah, man. Of,
Sound of Silence. Sound of
Silence.
Yeah.
Sound of Silence.
Dude, that guy's got a set of pipes to begin with, and he killed that song.
Yeah. Have you seen it live?
No. Oh, actually, I watched the video live.
It's amazing live. Everyone has their lighters. Some people still have their lighters, obviously, but some people have their phone ups, and it's just great. David has such an amazing voice.
I know, he's so powerful, man. He really is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not one that fakes it. He's not using effects. He's not, using computer enhancement. That's all him.
Mm-hmm. Him and Maria Brink are pretty good too. And then him and Lizzie put on some good stuff too.
Yeah.
Maria Brink, it sounds familiar. Where's she from again?
In This Moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought for a second I was like, oh, it's Arch Enemy, but no, I know.
No, right?
Yeah. No.
They did a pretty good song though, but yeah. So yeah, you guys also you got this release album coming out. So what are your overall feelings about it?
Oh man, it's a dream come true.
Yeah.
I mean,
long enough.
It was one thing. Like I grew up, I just wanted to play in a band. Like I never dreamed that one day I'd be in a band where it was almost family at first practice. We became best friends with each other the second we all met each other. And it just went from wow, we played our first show, which was such we had the place sold over capacity. The mosh pit was insane. We just got welcomed into this Long Island metal community with open arms, and people have loved and supported us since. And to go from I'm the oldest member of the group by a few years, and to go from just playing in my garage, picturing what we're doing in my head, to now holy crap, we actually are releasing an album and we already have another one in the works. It doesn't feel real. It's the coolest thing in the world.
I can't wait to hear this stuff, man, because you guys also, I don't know, should I spoil it a little bit? You guys also brought a little track for us to play, so if we could play it.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, so if you want to talk, but before we get into that track though, you want to talk a little bit about Nicotine Headache and what that song means to you guys and what it's about and everything.
Well, I mean, that's the song that got me in the band. My first practice, I came, and I don't know if you play guitar. Do you play at all, or?
I don't play. I mean, I should get back. I have a guitar. I should get really back into playing.
For anyone who plays, Chris plays in drop C. All I had was a 5-string bass, so the bottom string is a B. So I couldn't play the bass line that he wrote, so I had to change it. And I thought I was messing up the song. But the way that I played it, he liked it so much that I pretty much was instantly in the band. And that was Nicotine Headache. So
yeah, I remember he started playing this groovy thing, and it was something that I typically don't do. I didn't consult with anybody else. Just the way he played that, I knew there was something there. We finished that take of it. I was like, yo, you're in. And everything else has been history. The song is the second song that we wrote before we were Exigent. This is when we were another band before Jay and Joe came. And really, the song is all kind of about like basically like getting through the daily grind, like just dealing with average everyday life, like being pissed off about having to go to work and dealing with that and overcoming it.
Pretty much the everyday metal song right there. You know what I mean? Just going to work, being pissed off. There you go.
Smoking seeds.
But yeah. So how did you guys come up with the name Exigent? And who came up with the name?
Well, the old drummer initially brought up the word, and it didn't stick initially, and then we were going. So if you look up the word exigent, by definition, means something of a pressing force.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, hey, you know what? Why don't we call it Exigent Red, like forced blood? And then like I kind of like didn't like the 2-word thing. I kind of wanted to go to one, and we just dropped the red. We kept exigent, and I mean, by book definition, if you look it up, it's basically what we are. If you come see us, we're a driving, pressing force.
And I can't wait, and I can't wait to see you guys live one day. So
why don't you come to the 20th, man?
The 20th sounds like a great idea. So it's in Oakdale. It's not too far away. So
come on down, man, dude. You show up to that show, you're coming in free.
All right. My girlfriend's definitely. Is she coming in free too, or
absolutely?
Yeah, dude.
There you go.
If you show up, just ask for one of us, and you'll get wristbands.
Okay.
First thing, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you smoke, but first thing, if you do, first thing you're probably gonna get past is a fat doobie, bro. Because with the vendor there and shit, like, yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I'm not a smoker, but so.
We'll have to do a shot or something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I guess I teased it a little bit before, but so if you want to describe the song that you're about to play, it's This Padded Room, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So this song, AJ could really tell you more about the origins of it, but it's almost like kind of a song about insanity and like being powerful, and it's the song we usually close our set with because it's very simple and groovy, and it also has some really serious breakdowns. So if you want to go ahead and play it for him, send it.
Here we go.
By the way, before we play it, I just wanted to note, because it's only right, it features Brian Murphy from Targeted. He does guest vocals on this track with his brother, which is our singer. And shout out to him because he made that shit sound even more brutal than it already was. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out, Brian, if you're listening.
I can only imagine. So this is the world premiere. No one's heard this song, right? This is the world premiere right here.
Oh, unless you've been to a show, nobody's ever heard this digitally.
So this is the song. This Padded Room is chill as fuck is the name of the song.
Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, hey.
What's up? What's up?
You're like halfway into it.
All right, let me go back. Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. that track was great. You know, that was awesome. You know, and it just plays again. That's all. I gotta stop.
It's that good. It won't say no.
It loops it. That's what it does, man. It doesn't care what Geek thinks. It says, "I'm playing that shit again."
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so, guys, if you haven't bought your tickets yet, Shaker's Pub, May 20th. These guys are going to be performing live. So if you haven't bought your tickets, it's at 6 p.m. the doors, right? And I think 7 p.m. The door. The show is.
Bands will be starting around 7.
Yeah. What do you guys have the set times, or you don't have them yet? Or
no, it's about a half an hour a band, give or take. We don't really run set times when we promote shows. We just let bands do their thing. We're really not when we're booking everybody, we're not anal about it. We've played shows in the past where people are really harping down to the minute, and it just it's not conducive to a good flow when people are feeling pressured. Bands are always going to do better when there's less pressure. Just set your stuff up and go. When we put on a show, it's all about people having a good time, music. We're not anal about like, oh man, you went 2 minutes over, get off. Like, we're not those guys.
Gotcha. Yeah, all right. But you guys just want that. Sorry.
No, it's my fault. I was just gonna say we really try to cater, like at least for me. I mean, we all handle the shows, but I would say me and AJ kind of really set shit up most of the time. When we do, at least for me personally, I try to cater to the bands more than anything, because being in the band, you want to make what fucking frustrates you when you get to a show and what doesn't. So it's like I want everyone to be happy, so that way everyone can leave that show being like, damn, those guys know how to book. Not only are they a fucking great band, but they know how to take care of us, make sure we all get it. Something.
You really do a great job, Jay.
Oh, gracias. We all do.
Do you guys have a favorite track that you played, or?
That's kind of hard, man.
Oh, dude, I would say for me, it's hard, but I would say live, my favorite one has got to be a song. Ironically, it's not on the EP. It's called "Where Wounds Once Were." That's actually one of my favorite songs to play live. Just because the intensity and just because the drum part is really fun. It's nothing that I have. Not really. The set is really not hard for me at all anymore. It's nothing I have to worry about. There's not like a single part that I'm like, oh fuck, I hope I don't mess that up. But that song is just so fun to play, and
it is a fun one to play.
Yeah, I have a lot of different in between parts, like with the kicks and the snare. Like it's just fun. Like and I could go hard to it. And
yeah, I like how you started doing that roll on the breakdown. I mean, you started doing it like a year ago, but like the middle part of that breakdown when you come in, it sounds
But
I gotta say, for me, I'm probably on the fence between a song called "Incapacitated" and that one we were talking about pre-show, "Social Vertigo." They're just like, for me, guitarist wise, they're just very tasty. I enjoy playing them. And then, the one we just played for everybody is always fun. It's usually the last one in the set for now. So it's all right. Like, all right, pressure's off. I've made it. It's a little bit easier to play. It's not as complex a guitar work, but it's heavy. So it's, for me, it's like, all right, I can kind of come off the gas a little bit, not worry about watching my fretboard. I can kind of watch the crowd and just rock out with everybody as we, send our farewell song out.
That's a straight up dancing song too.
Yeah, it is, man.
like a moshing dance. There you go.
Yeah.
That's like a new thing now. I don't know if you guys noticed. It's like people just do like this mosh dance now.
Oh, it's
that's been around for a while.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like a little bit more now. It's like more a dance. It's more like a dance.
It's less push mosh, more like karate
dance.
I would say it's
like,
a tad bit more. It's a tad bit more trendier now than it was before. Because like I remember going to fucking metal shows, not too much local, but I would go to shows that had like a mixture of metal and hardcore, and you would have that type of moshing, and and it wasn't as much as before. Like now everyone's doing it. It's like
it's like a robot. It's like a robot thing. It's like you know, like you're trying to be like the next sensei right there, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Momogi or something, you know.
As a performer, though, nothing gets me going more than seeing like a room full of kids just going fucking ape shit. Like that shit is just what drives you to do
it's
the next show.
infectious.
Yeah. You get
Nothing will give you like a better feeling inside than looking up and seeing people going crazy to something you created. And I feel like every musician shares this, because if you don't, you're not really a real musician. Like you're just so hyper conscious of your work and what you put out, and so hypercritical of everything. So it's so rewarding when you're like, oh wow, like we got it right. It is working.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever tried to create a wall of death at any of your shows, or not yet?
No, not yet. I mean, if it's on the crowd, as much as we love people going crazy, like we would never encourage something that could potentially get anybody hurt. That's the last thing we want at our show. That being said, you want to do a wall of death and be responsible about it, please do it. I want to see it. Just if you're at an Exigent show, man, like try not to get yourself hurt or anybody else. That's the last thing. We don't. If one person, like if it ruined their night and they got hurt, it means the whole show wasn't worth it. Everybody should have a great night. Everybody should go home safe and get home safe.
I mean, exactly. You pick that person up if they fall. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
help them out. You know, we're all having fun at these shows. We're not trying to really physically beat each other up. You know what I mean? So
and
I can't tell you how
I'll
many
say
times.
this for the there was one instance, and I'm not going to talk about it here. We had one small situation that was handled and dealt with immediately. And aside from that, we've never had a serious problem at any show we've ever played. So fingers crossed, knock on wood, we'll keep that going. It seems that the energy we put out and the bands and people we surround ourselves with are all like-minded and very much respectful of each other. Every once in a while, you're going to run into a dick. But for the most part, every show that we put on and every show that we play is just all great people. Nobody's out there being malicious. It's not like the mid to late 2000s when you had squads of older people that get beat up by their wives trying to punch 16-year-olds. Like it's just a whole bunch of people having fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's that's what at least we fucking aim for, because it's hardcore and like shit's always gonna happen. But it's kind of like, a lot of these kids that come to our shows and we play with and stuff, they kind of know what they're signing up for when they walk in, and it's just fun, man. Because like I can't tell you how many times, like for example, our singer is a straight up dancer. Like every show, every band, he'll dance for every band, and
he jumps off stage during our set and dances.
Yeah, and it's funny because I can't tell you how many times like he's hit people or gotten hit, and like always hugs. There's never like no drama, no bullshit. It's just hug. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what we aim for at our shows. There's no need for anything else.
That's what it's all about, right there, man. Just love, man. Help. Like I said, help each other out.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
So anyway, I was just gonna talk about an oddball question. What's your guys' favorite food?
Ooh, man. That's tough, dude. It depends. What kind of mood am I in? Did I work that day? Are we eating out? Are we making it at home? There's so many variables. My friend and I here are foodies.
Do chef up. I make a mean mac and cheese. I do. What else do I do?
You make a mean everything, Joe.
Oh, your fucking chicken dip. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I do make a sriracha honey chicken dip. That's to die for.
It'll take to the next level, Margaret. I'm telling you, you have to come over.
Spicy. A little spicy.
Dude, I
can confirm that these two know how to chef shit up. I can confirm that they make some great food. Like my friend Chris over here, he makes a mean teriyaki stroganoff. So if you ever need some fucking teriyaki stroganoff,
you know what, man? I'll tell you what. For like an all around, I could eat it no matter what, no matter when, and like I always enjoy it. I'm not kidding. Like a ham and Swiss sandwich.
Yeah.
Like it sounds so boring, but like I love it. Like I just love food so much. If you want my personal thing, like shellfish, dude, crabs, lobsters, shrimp, scallops, like oh god, like I could just eat that for the rest of my life and never get bored.
Tacos for me, for sure.
I know I was a commercial fisherman, but not on the Bering Sea.
For me, it's obviously pizza.
Okay.
Pizza,
Fair.
yeah.
I'll say tacos, 100%. I can eat those at any time. I'll even eat the shittiest tacos and the best. I don't care. Like I don't care. Homemade.
Would you eat tacos with shit in them?
I would if it has sour cream and some like lettuce, some
That's
pico de gallo. I'll eat some with anything with pico de gallo. I'll eat.
It does.
Yeah.
So all respect aside, what was the first time you guys ever found out that you loved music, and what band was it or what was it? Could be anything.
Wow, put me on the spot here.
I remember the moment I fell in love with metal. I was sitting at my desktop at home, and my brother-in-law came down in a Pantera shirt, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And he goes, "Look up the song Walk right now, right fucking now." And I listened to it, and that was history.
Yeah, actually, similar. I feel like I can remember my first favorite song when I was like 5 was 500 Miles by
All the Proclaimers.
the Proclaimers. My dad would play it, and like I don't know, I was 5, but I remember being very young, and like it was just still when heavy metal was on the radio. My dad wasn't the biggest like heavy metal fan. He was like a notch under, like Guns N' Roses, AC/DC. But I remember even from a very young age being obsessed with the like how big the guitar was in metal. And for me too, I think like what really put me on, like for a brief point in time, I had like a stepbrother, and I was listening to a band called Atreyu, which I love, but they're not like,
Trey's great.
they're metalcore. They're not like real deal metal. They're on like a lighter side, but I still love them. But my stepbrother was from the South. He was from New Mexico, and he was like, "What are you listening to that pussy shit for?" And like he just turned my speakers off, and he handed me a Sony CD player with Pantera's Vulgar Display of Power in it. And the second I heard the first 5 seconds of Mouth for War, which is the opening track, I was addicted. That was it. I would, from that moment, I made a decision. I'm going to get a guitar. I have to learn how to try to do this. And friggin', I played for 15 years and never even had the closest thing to a band. All of a sudden, this happened on accident. And now, fast forward, it's 4 years. It's been 4 minutes. I'm on a podcast with you.
Yeah. So, do you remember the first song you played, or that you learned the first song you learned to play?
Green Day, fucking Time of Your Life
Time
by
of Your
Green
Life?
Day.
Great song.
One by Metallica, the intro to One.
That's
better.
a great.
That's better.
I'm actually lying. It was Adam's song by Blink-182, which is One by Metallica, but it has a couple more notes. But it's the same. It's the same. It's the exact same position, same notes. It's just like an extra ding. Like one is boom 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 boom, and Adam's song is boom 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 boom. It's the exact same song. I just choose to say One by Metallica so I don't sound like a chug cock for breakfast.
Like you would never say on a podcast that you learned Blink-182 first.
No, I would never say that on a podcast.
I mean, Blink-182 is not bad. Blink-182 is not that bad.
Oh, dude, I freaking I had a brief like 15-year-old like I loved Blink-182 period. That like I kind of went from classic rock to like pop punk to metal, which is like a weird progression because like classic rock and metal are kind of closer to each other. But yeah, I went like older gentleman to borderline homosexual to full homosexual.
So what about you? What about you, Jay?
Which what was the
Like,
question?
what was the first song you like learned to play? Or
Pardon me, listeners.
I kind of learned two at once. It was weird. The song "Eaten" by the band Bloodbath. That was probably the first one.
Mm-hmm.
That was like that, and the song. There was a few songs that I learned from the band 6 Feet Under. I think the first one was "The Day the Dead Walked."
Yeah,
and those songs were a little bit easier for me when I was first starting out. I mean, they're not like super easy, but they were kind of easy to understand.
Uh-huh.
So that was pretty much it. I learned on like a mini kit in Ecuador.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So also, it's also a wrestling podcast. So do you guys have a favorite wrestler or?
Oh, dude, I was waiting to get into this.
You want to, there you go. I mean, I was so excited about having a band on there. I forgot it was a wrestling podcast.
Top 5, I'll go the Hardys, Kane. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about Benoit, but he was.
I mean, if he's one of your favorites, then I know what exactly what
came
happened.
to WWE. I fuck with him, like 07, whenever ECW came back. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to choose a favorite, man. I love Undertaker for sure, especially American Badass Taker. He's just a goat. Undertaker, Triple H. I was a big fucking Cena fanboy when like 06, 05 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my favorite though all time.
He's got the belt out there. He's got the belt.
There you go. Hey, yo.
This isn't your belt, bro. You haven't won it.
All right, I didn't even lose it either, bro. Yo, all right. So, yeah, my favorite's got to be Edge or Jeff Hardy, definitely between those two.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have a favorite matches or some of your favorite matches?
Damn, there's a lot. All right. I would probably say the Elimination Chamber. A lot of them were really good.
I was at the first one.
I'll give one. Oh, really?
The first one in the Garden. The first one was.
Shit.
Yeah.
That was Survivor Series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Hornswoggle top tier. There you go.
There we go. What about Lil Boogeyman? Mini Boogeyman.
Oh, there was a little Boogeyman.
Yeah, dude.
We got some comments here. It's a Ace Geek, hey guys.
The Boogeyman Booker T rivalry was one of the funniest rivalries.
Yeah.
You got Chris.
Also, RVD versus Cena at One Night Stand. That was one of my favorite matches, just because how wild the crowd was.
The crowd. It sounds like a metal show. You know what I mean? It sounded like people just chanting after you Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
As a kid, one of my favorites was the WrestleMania 22 triple threat? Mysterio, Angle, and Orton, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mysterio. Wait, what?
The triple threat match. I think it was Mysterio, Kurt Angle, and Randy.
I forget which WrestleMania, but I know exactly which one.
22. It was WrestleMania 22. When Ray won, right?
Right, when Ray won the belt at WrestleMania. Yeah.
Yep. WrestleMania 22.
Yeah. All right. Favorite Marvel character now? Who's your favorite Marvel character?
Blade, 100%. Blade. Or Daredevil. Blade or Daredevil.
I'll go Colossus.
Granted, though, Blade originally wasn't a Marvel character, was he?
Yeah.
He was? Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Batman, though. Fuck all that. Batman.
Yeah, true.
When Great Khali almost deleted Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, dude. He squished his head. Yeah. I remember.
That's awesome.
Shout out
love
to
that.
whoever commented that because I forgot all about that shit.
Also, shout out Chris Gandolfo. I noticed you said hi before.
Yeah, he said hi, so
What's up, bro?
there you go.
You said it again.
Yeah. Weak Ant-Man can, what does it say? Can explode in someone's. Oh, I'm not reading that.
Oh, that's
Dude,
fair.
listen, man. Just because he can doesn't mean that he will. And if he will, can you send him my number?
I don't know. My favorite Marvel character. Who's your favorite Marvel character?
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just said it. Probably Blade or Deadpool.
Well, Blade. All right, Blade or Deadpool. Deadpool's gotta be the funniest. You know.
Oh, without a
Yeah.
doubt, man. That's
Silver's
the thing. I love how hysterical he is, man.
Silver Surfer's gotta be my favorite right there.
Yes, was the most severe dinosaur.
Yeah, Silver Surfer's gotta be my favorite right there.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay.
But I'm talking like cartoon Silver Surfer. We're not talking Fantastic Four Silver Surfer. Man, that guy was just horrible, man. Yeah.
Damn, I haven't watched those Fantastic Four movies. I don't even remember when.
Yeah.
I remember they came out with a new one too, like a remake. I didn't even give that shit a shot. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even care. But,
Yeah.
there we go. ECMC, bro. Shout out to ECMC. That's the family right there.
Definitely. Shout out Mange. Abscess Pool.
Shout out Mange, Abscess Pool.
Shit, everybody summon.
No.
Raid.
Shout out Patterns of Decay. Shout out Pig Farm. Our OG Day One boys.
Yep.
Who's some of your favorite guys you love to play with? Exactly.
Oh man, we just basically said them.
That's a great question.
Basically, look at the flyer for this show, and those are almost all of our favorite people, minus a couple that couldn't.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Stonehenge.
Missing. I would say
Yep. Stonehenge. Shout out Stonehenge. Those guys are great.
Become One is really good. I like Become One. Submerge also. Shout out Submerge.
Joe Grizzly.
Beast from the East. Shout out to Beast from the East.
Shout out Beast from the East.
Shit.
Scum Crew. How can we forget Scum Crew?
Oh,
man?
Scum Crew.
Shout out Scum Crew. Colombia.
Mi gente. All right. Shit.
May 20th. If you guys buy your tickets, man, show's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. Geek.
Also, coronary thrombosis. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just forgot about them.
Oh, and then shout out all the Hard Knock bands. Shout out Hard Knock Records. Shout out Targeted. Shout out
Hospital Bomber, Physical Education.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of them.
Shout out everyone, dude. Shout out the whole scene, man.
Yeah, without a doubt. Shout out Long Island 631-516. Get it popping, son.
Coronary fire.
Yeah.
So where could people find you guys exactly?
Jay?
Instagram. If you go to our Instagram, it's at Exigent, our name, LINY for Long Island, New York. Pretty simple. We're mostly active on there. Our Facebook, I believe, is the same. That's really all. The EP will be on our Bandcamp, which you can find through our Instagram.
Well, it'll be on all platforms. It'll be on there, Spotify, YouTube.
It's going to be on all platforms, but not on May 20th. It's going to be on streaming a little bit later. It's going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on YouTube and Bandcamp May 20th. And obviously, we're super limited for now, just for the May 20th, but we'll have some physical CDs of it as well. And we're going to have a new order of that coming in soon. So just at least after this show, we'll have more for everyone to cop.
Yeah, and that's Exigent, EXIGENT.
Word.
Yeah. And you guys have the upcoming release show, but is there any other shows you got coming up or
May 17th at we're going to be playing with our boys in Pig Farm at Amityville Music Hall, And do we have anything going on in June?
We got the anniversary show in July.
Yeah, July 1st, every year.
My
So
birthday.
our first show was the first weekend of July. So every year we do an anniversary show to celebrate that. Shout out everybody who came to last year's one. It was awesome. That's really the show to catch if you're going to come see us. That July show is always a banger. And we're putting together a list of tremendous bands.
Man, can't wait. You guys are killing it right now. So I'm the Metal Geek.
Awesome. Have a good night, brother.
And we'll see you guys in the
Peace.
next one.
See you
All
soon.
right, man. Thank you for